Greetings and salutations to all of you divine revolutionary lovers out there. This is Dr. V. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a collective love reading today, and I'm excited. It's my birthday week. I'm a Virgo, and so I'm very excited about doing this reading for you, being here in this space with you, and having the opportunity to share some of what is coming through. So I'm using the Neon Love Oracle deck to start. Spirit, guides, ancestors, protect this space, protect the listener. May the messages that come through be for the good of all, in service to collective liberation, and an outpouring of love. Amen. Aho. Ashe. All right, y'all. So we're going to just jump right in. So this is a collective reading. As usual, it may not resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate for you, that just means it's not for you at this time. It may be for you at a different time. If it doesn't resonate, go ahead and click off and find something that does. If it does, hit that like button, drop a comment. You know the routine. All right, make an overall energy. Just one card for collective energy. Okie dokie. I'm ready. I'm ready to find my life partner and settle down. That is interesting because I immediately got that is your energy. The person who's listening. I think that for a lot of folks that you've been on a healing journey, you've been doing a lot of work, there's been a lot that's been going on, and you're ready now. You are ready to go ahead and find your person. I just dropped some cards. Let me pick those up. And you're letting the universe know you're ready. So it's important to be clear about that, right? To make sure that when we're doing our affirmations and our manifestations, that we're super clear about what we want. I talk about this all the time, so forgive me if it's repetitive, but it is important that you have to be clear about what you want in your manifestations. Now, that doesn't mean, again, that you manifest or you try to manifest a specific person, because that is just not possible, because people have free will. But what you can do is you can write down the specific characteristics, the things that you want in a partner, and focus on that. So that's kind of the overall energy, that you're ready. And you know what's funny is that your person is ready too. I can feel it very clearly. Like for some of you, you have a person in mind. So if somebody specifically came to mind when I was talking, that is because that person is also ready and they're getting themselves prepped for, this next phase of life. Amazing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards on their energy, your energy, and the overall, not the overall, the next steps. So this deck is the colorful neon tarot deck. If y'all can't tell, I'm having a neon renaissance in my life. So their energy, Ace of Wands. That's that BDE, if you know what I mean by that. Big energy. You can look up, there's a song about that. But this is your person's energy, the Ace of Wands. They got that BDE. They are very, and that's not gendered, by the way. BDE is confidence, it's swag, it's whatever the kids say, riz, right? So that's that energy. So your person is they're kind of feeling good, they're feeling themselves, they've been through some stuff, they've got some things, right? They also got some thing, if you get my drift. They've been working hard. This 8 of Pentacles is like they have actually been working really, really hard to change their life, to manifest the things that they want to manifest, to get out of toxic situations. They have been diligent about it. Some of them have been hitting the gym, yoga, Pilates, walking, clearing their mind. There's just been a lot of really solid energy that they're coming with, and they've been putting in that work. And they've been doing it, whether they've even known it consciously or unconsciously. They have been putting in the work to manifest the Empress. And again, this is not a gendered type of reading. So the Empress is like that fertility, that ready to create, ready to do something, ready to make some magic. And so the Empress energy is kind of the ultimate, divine feminine type of, she's got it all. She's got it together. She got it going on. The Empress is the woman that you see, or the person that you see walking through the mall that like everybody stops and watches and like, damn, whatever she has, whatever she's having, I'll have, right? It's that type of energy. And it's a powerful energy. And the Empress doesn't mess around with page energies or even night energies, although she might have a fling. The Empress might have a fling with a knight, but the Empress does not take night energy seriously, if that makes sense. She's looking for her counterpart. The Empress is looking for a counterpart. And so this tells me that your person, whether they've known it consciously or whether it's been an unconscious process, they know that to manifest what they want in their life, which is the Empress, the divine counterpart, that they have to be ready for it, because the Empress does not entertain fools. Just will not entertain fools. Like, it's just, that's the energy. So they've been putting in that work to make sure that they're ready. And I keep getting this sense, like, that I keep saying unconsciously or consciously. I feel like they may have not even known what they were working so hard for. I think for a lot of them, they might have been in like a I'm focusing on myself, glow up type phase in their lives, and they just kept, they were focusing on themselves, their own healing, their own transformation, their own lives. And then, but they didn't realize that all the work that they were putting in was actually bringing them closer to their Empress. And so they are in a space where they might even not even be dating right now. They might not even have been in the space where they wanted to date. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're like, I'm ready. It's go time. And when they're ready, the switch is going to flip. Like, this might be somebody that you know already. It might be somebody that you see at the gym or in community events or social, something. And you've been like, maybe curious, or your interest has been piqued. And then they seem kind of whatever, like indifferent or whatever. And then suddenly they're like, boom, the energy is going to shift, because when it's go time, right? And it is go time. Your energy. Oh, interesting. Okay. What's going on here? Interesting. Okay. Wow. Some of y'all are carrying some stuff. Okay. So this card right here is just, it's literally about kind of like not knowing what to do and being at a crossroads, not being very clear, not sure what path. And this is why that message came through earlier about being clear about your manifestations. You have to be super, super clear. So I always use this analogy. Like, imagine going into a restaurant and you sit down and the server comes over, hands you a menu, and then they come back and they're like, what would you like to have? And you're like, oh, I'm not sure. I kind of feel like maybe meat, maybe pasta. And they might ask you a few times, like some clarifying questions, like to see if they can help you out. But eventually they're going to say, well, take a look at the menu, and when you've decided, let me know, right? And so some of you right now are giving mixed messages to the universe. And so if you're like wanting to buy a house, why are you looking at rentals? If you want to build a business, why are you looking for jobs? I'm not saying that in like, obviously if you need an income, it's like good, get a job and have that stability. But also focus on your business, right? If you want to have a partner, why are you sabotaging your connections? If you want to meet people, why aren't you leaving your house? Right? These are all things that to be reckoned with. So this is why this is saying you've got to get super, super clear, because some of y'all are giving the universe mixed messages right now, where you're like, I want intimacy, but I'm not ready. I want to fall in love, but I'm scared. And the universe is going to be like that waiter that says, okay, well, when you're ready, let me know. Okay? So if you're ready and it's go time, then you need to get clear. And what I mean by that is literally write it down. Write down the characteristics. You know, like that song, I'm looking for a man in finance, 6'5", whatever. Like literally write it down. Be super clear. So if the universe was, if you know, God herself were to descend from the heavens and stand before you and say, what do you want? That you're not going to be like that scene where Ryan Gosling's character is like, what do you want? Right? You know. And so the universe comes and says, so what do you want? And you're like, 6'5", finance, whatever that song, right? You got to have it there. You have to be that clear. That it's not even something that you have to think about. It's not something that you have to go back and forth with yourself about. You know exactly what you want. And when you are that clear, the universe is going to answer you. Queen of Wands. This is, I mean, if you notice, she's hanging on to King Dingling right there. She's got that wand in her hand, and she's also looking over here. So your energy is that, again, like you're gripping the wand, which is, you know, can be like a sensual sexual energy. Like you want that type of that in your life, but you're also looking somewhere else. And so it's kind of like focus your energy on what it is that you want. And Queen of Wands is also very spiritual, very powerful manifestation energy. So use the Queen of Wands energy in your manifestations. Tap into that. What is it like to be the Queen of Wands, right? With flowers and opulence and a little black cat and sitting on a throne holding onto this wand. Like, how does it feel to be in that space and really manifest from that space? Really work on creating the life that you want to live from that space so that you can feel what it's like to be that queen. That's what's available for you, is this type of energy. So embody the energy and take full power. Like what I'm seeing here is like you pulling back the power. So some of you need to do a cord cutting ritual. Some of you need to just call your power back. There's a song that's called literally I Call My Power Back, and I highly recommend that you look for that and listen to it. And it's a kind of a spoken word song, and she says, I call my power back from all spaces, time, entity, people, and she is, you know, claiming that energy. And that is what you need to do right now for some of you, is call your power back, stand in your manifestation energy, get very, very clear, and you're going to be able to create what you want, because it's time to lay down the burdens. You've been carrying some stuff for way too long. Baggage from the past, old relationships, sadness, disappointment, all of these things, too much work, not enough play. You've been in this energy for far too long, so it's time to release that. And this is it, right? There's a very, very powerful and potent energy that's happening in the world right now. I'm seeing people manifest things like almost immediately. Like it's interesting to watch. So it's time to get really clear. What is your income goal? What is your fitness, your wellness? What are all the things that you're hoping to accomplish? And then lay down the burden. Anything that isn't serving you anymore, it's time to let it go. And I'm talking about substance use. I'm talking about social media scrolling. Sometimes people watch, you know, tarot readings all day long. Zoning out in front of the TV, any of that stuff. It's time to lay down the burden and start picking up where you want to go, because it's a very powerful manifestation time. In fact, I'm getting a very clear message right now that for some of you that are already clear about what you want, that by the time this candle burns, it's on my table, some of you will have manifested clear evidence of that. So if there's a person or an interest, a job, something that you've been really wanting, think about that, send that manifestation energy, and I believe for many of you, and comment when it happens to you, that it will come to pass before the candle is burned out. So the energy that you have together, kind of what's going on between the two of you at, on a spiritual soul level. I love this. Oh my God. All right. This is it, y'all. I mean, we're like riding into victory right here. Look, it's like this energy is. I love this energy because it's kind of that space. It's like the hero comes back, right? And there's always those haters. You think about the people when there's a victory in a movie and like somebody comes back, and there's always the ones that are kind of like looking at the corner of their eye, and they're like kind of got that bitter hater energy. They still want, like, they want to knock them off their horse. Who do they think they are, right? So that this is like that confidence that comes from, I've been through some things, I've overcome some challenges, and now I'm riding back victorious. So the energy between the two of you is so beautiful because it's really saying that both of you, the person that you're manifesting, has also been through some stuff. So when y'all start to get to know each other, it's going to be this type of real, they've been through things, you've been through things, and that you both have like really worked hard to overcome the stuff that you were dealing with before. And you're coming back victorious. So things that people thought were going to take you out have not taken you down. And one of what just came to me is like, it was like people, like a brick wall falling, and people thinking, oh my gosh, that brick wall is going to crush this person. And then you use the bricks to like build, a bridge to get out, and you come out standing on top of the bricks. The things that were meant to destroy you, the things that were meant to take you out, you have transmuted those into a blessing. That's what both of you share. And what's so amazing about this is that once you come together and you've come into partnership, you're going to be like a power couple. Like you're going to be that couple where people are going to be like, damn, these people are making moves. Like they're, like I'm talking like award-winning black tie, tux dresses, service awards, where people are just noticing this is a couple that is doing some amazing stuff in the world. And because y'all have like learned how to transmute that energy, it's beautiful. The Magician, manifestation. I'm telling you, this is manifestation station season. It is time. Write it down. Write it on a bay leaf, write it on a piece of paper, and then burn a candle and burn your intention to manifest what it is that you want. And don't put timelines on it, right? Sometimes people will be like, I want to manifest my soulmate this year, or my divine counterpart, or whatever language you like to use this year. And like the universe is like, okay, well, I guess I can bring it this year. And the universe is like 364 days it is. When the reality is like, you could say, I want to manifest and I expect to manifest. And you know what? My soulmate is here right now. And you can manifest that quickly. It's powerful. The energy is potent. In fact, the minute I'm done with this, I'm going to do exactly what I'm telling y'all to do. I started working on it yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and finish my list because there's some things that your girl wants to do. And so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to write my list. I'm going to get it done. And that's what this Page of Pentacles is. Page of Pentacles is like writing the plan down. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles writes the plan, structures it, writes down the vision. The Knight of Pentacles starts moving toward the plan, right? Starts taking that vision and taking it forward. This is a card about casting your vision. I mean, I don't think I've ever said those words together, like vision casting, but that's what it is. Cast your vision. Not like, and I'm saying like, be bold, be audacious, be brave about what you want. You want to have, sorry, I think I just hit the camera. You want to have like a love story for the ages. Well, write that down. What does that look like for you, right? You want to have a partner that's 6'5", finance, whatever. Okay, great. Then that's what you write down, because that's what is available for manifestation. If you want to start making, $100,000 a month, write it down and start figuring out the plan, because this is what is available for you right now. And that is what your person is doing. Y'all are manifesting the shit out of each other right now. Like, that is it. You're manifesting dreams, visions, hopes, homes, lives. Like it's going to be so interesting to see how many of you see this happen so quickly. I promise you that there will be people who listen to this video that will manifest the things that they've been thinking about, dreaming about, working toward in no time, just because they're tapping into this manifestation energy. So go write it down, write the vision. Amazing. They're also doing the same thing. I wouldn't be at all surprised if you, when you meet this person, or when you finally connect with this person in this way, that at some point there will be a conversation that is had where you're going to be like, talking about this, and you'll be like, yeah, I wrote this down on, August 25th, 2025. And, this is kind of whatever. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I did the same thing. It'll literally be that conversation where they're going to be like, no kidding. Like they'll pull out their list and it'll be the same date or within like a very short period of time. And you'll be like, wow, we were really manifesting each other. So what is the likely outcome for this connection? It's interesting. Y'all are moving on. I'm not reading reversals today. So right now, there's this connection is going to lead you to a liminal space. Okay, so it's something that where it's like you are. A lot of people see this card and think of it as kind of like a negative, but what's going to happen is that the two of you, the couple that the manifestation that you're in right now, they y'all are not where you're going to. You're not where you're going to end up yet, if that makes sense. So when you get together, there's the two visions. The visions are going to merge, and you're going to be like, okay, so here's where we are, and this is what we're working on, and so on and so forth. And then you're going to have to like travel to that, right? So this is the space that's in between, where it's like you're not where you used to be, you're not quite where you want to be, but you're working on it. So the two of you are going to travel in this kind of liminal space together for a while in the beginning, as you start to figure out what does this look like for the two of you, right? How do your dreams intersect? How do they work together? That's what that energy is going to look like for you. The next thing is we have the world. This is the completion of a cycle, and this is the most amazing card. So for some of you, this is like the last of a karmic cycle that is ending. It's wrapping up, you're good to go, and you're going to start a whole new 13, 14-year cycle as this happens. And it's also your reward. It's like this relationship, y'all have worked hard and you've waited a long time to be able to manifest this type of relationship, to be able to be with this person, to have the kind of love story that people are like, oh, you guys are so cute, it's gross, right? That's the kind of energy that is coming in, where it's going to be a thing where people will see y'all together and they'll be like, oh, you're such a beautiful couple, and you're doing such amazing work, and you're like partnering and doing all these things, and you're changing your community and your society, and like if you have kids, your kids are happy, and then everything is thriving around you. And it's like the universe is saying, this is your reward for having been so patient with all of the everything. Okay, last card for outcome. Everything. Happy home, happy life, happy kids. Some of y'all are going to manifest like a ranch or a farm or something. Some kind of outdoor spaces, some kind of cowboy take me away kind of thing. So this is beautiful. I love this for you. This is going to be an amazing connection for you. So don't forget to go write this down. Now I want to pull a couple of messages from your lover and see what they want you to know. I'm using the Neon Love Oracle deck again. All right, they're interested. It's go time. I'm definitely interested in finding out how our worlds would mesh with each other. Beautiful. And one more. So for some of you, there is a person that you have in mind that you've met, you've seen, you've talked to. There's some kind of like thing that's there, and they want you to know they are definitely interested, and they're kind of thinking like, maybe their interest is piqued, and on some level they may be thinking like, could we make this, how do we make this work? What would it look like? That kind of energy. Oh my gosh. And then we've got perfect match. Okay, so they want you to know that on some level they already know that y'all are a perfect match, and they're ready for this. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Please comment and like and let me know if this resonates for you, and let me know also when your manifestations start to happen. Talk to you soon. Bye.